Guten Tag, welcome to the Metal Voice.
Ich bin Jimmy.
Ja.
Hier ist Alan.
Jawohl, ja. Good. Welcome schnell, Jim, schnell.
Schnell, what's schnell?
Hurry up. Why are we talking like this today? Because we're doing Global Part 3, Global Metal Part 3.
Drei.
Dos. That's
No, that's
Spanish, I don't know. You figure it out.
Okay.
Anyways, it's Germany.
Yes, Deutschland.
The Deutschland.
The center of Europe, the center of power metal.
Achtung.
The inventors of power metal.
There you go, that's what I say.
Achtung is watch out.
Yeah, that's what I was saying. Watch out.
Achtung.
Watch out, man.
That's it.
Why? Because, you know, progenitors of power and speed metal.
Yes.
One might dare to say.
I dare you, Alan. I dare you.
So what we're going to do is, I think, Jim, you know, you don't know where you're going unless you know where you've been.
Yes.
So what we'll do is we'll concentrate on 5 forefathers of German metal.
And I'll do 5 of the up-and-comers.
There we go. And we'll
of German metal. Tie it all in together.
There you go.
I'm going to start it off, Alan.
Who is it, Jim?
You know what? It's a Storm and they're hunters. Stormhunter. They come out of course, Germany.
Yeah, we don't have to say that.
Speed metal, made in
Germany.
times 2. Double twin, the guitar, super melodic guitar, melodic vocals.
Yeah, they were really good.
Crisp production from start to finish, like I always say. A great album, very strong. The album is called Crime and Punishment, and it's on Immense Metal Records.
Check it out.
Check him out.
I'm going to go with those crazy bards.
Ah.
Hansi and the Boys, Blind Guardian.
Blind.
You want to talk about big chants, and you sound like in a beer garden.
Yeah.
Having a stein.
Yes.
Every time you hear these guys.
Yes.
And they've been around since, 1988 was their debut album, so they've been around for a while. I think if you've got to check out, one of their highlights would be Nightfall in Middle-earth, based on the Tolkien's book, The Silmarillion. 22 tracks and all their influences there. You got the Renaissance influences, you got their Queen influences with the big Queen-like vocals and productions, you got the power metal, speed metal. It's all there on those 22 tracks. Blind Guardian just finished touring at the beginning of July. They're going to concentrate on their next studio album.
So
there's a band that I think is, one that kept metal alive throughout the 90s.
Yes.
And there's a band you should check out is Blind Guardian.
Number 8. Guess who it is?
Not a clue.
Traitor. Trash. Come on. Trash. Come on. Our friends.
Traitor. There you go.
Another. I mean, I'm not going to get into it again. Superb. They're the up and comers from the old school.
Yeah.
They're from the Creator family, from the tree of the creators and the Sodom and Destruction. This new wave of thrash, Traitor, Thrash Command, fabulous. These guys are up and comers, so make sure to always check these guys out.
I'm going to go with next. Edguy and Avantasia. You know they're one of my favorite bands bands.
Put them together.
Toby or not to be. There you go. Toby and the boys are out there. They started with a lot of more Baroque and more classical influenced sound on their earlier albums with Edguy and worked it right through to a really strong metal album called Tinnitus Sanctus.
Yes.
We already reviewed Age of the Joker in a previous episode. So, and again, I'm going to cheat here. I'm going to mention Avantasia. Avantasia's in there too, because if you want to check out some very strong albums, The Scarecrow and Angel of Babylon. It's one of my top 10 albums of all time now. Yeah. It's official, Jim.
It's official.
It's a great album. So those are two bands. What I love about Edguy mostly is it's a great music, but always with a sense of humor. Songs like Lavatory Love Machine and Pride of Creation, where he sings about aardvarks. So, I mean, who else sings about aardvarks?
Nobody.
But Toby and the
Just
boys
Fred
and Edguy.
Flintstones.
So I checked them out live. They're a great band. So for me, that's another one of the strong bands coming out of Germany, both Edguy / Avantasia project.
So 6, we're at 6, right?
Sure.
Number 6, a big band in Germany. They're probably an arena band. But here in North America, they're a lot less known. They come from the Rammstein family tree.
Okay.
It's, forgive me people of Germany, Die Apokalyptischen Reiter.
Reiter? Maybe Reiter. Excuse me if I'm... Our German's not that strong.
Here's a band that's been around for, let's say, since, the late 90s. They've come out with a lot of albums.
Great videos.
Great videos. Showmanship. showmanship, kind of like I said, comes from the Rammstein.
And they sing in German.
They sing in German,
so
a little bit of English.
North America they haven't hit yet.
Yep.
Perhaps.
But wow, man, these guys it put a little folk in there, a little industrial, a little death metal, very melodic, short and to the point, and it just hits you.
Hits you.
Fantastic band. What was the band called?
Die Apokalyptischen
Reiter.
Yeah, sorry, I just...
Sorry, guys.
You know, now we're getting to the core of where everything started.
Yes.
And all these other bands that you're mentioning are following.
Yeah.
We're going with Halloween.
Oh.
Still around. We just released Seven Sinners a couple years ago. We reviewed that album as well.
Yeah.
Fortunately, I don't know. I missed them. If they did come to North America, I missed them. I was really looking forward to that tour, and I don't think they've come here yet.
Okay.
But, you know, you go back to their early work, Walls of Jericho, you can hear in their EP, you can hear where they're very influenced from Maiden. Kai Hansen went on to form Gamma Ray, which is another German band, and you can see what that Maiden influence carried on there. But when Michael Kiss came in, they experimented a bit, but then when Andy Darius came in, I think it really solidified their focus, and we knew where they were going. They got back to true metal, and for myself, 3 albums you must get is all 3 Keeper of the Keys.
Of course.
The third one's particularly strong. I really like that. Overall, the amount of songs on there, they kept a very high quality.
Yes.
And on Andy Darius' side, The Dark Ride. I think that's one of their strongest albums that they released in their very long catalog. They've been around forever. Halloween, check them out. You can't go wrong with any of their albums. One you might want to kind of avoid is Chameleon.
Yes.
Although I enjoyed it.
Windmill.
Well, Windmill is a different story. But anyways, check it out. I think they're all strong. Master of the Rage.
The true originators of speed power metal.
Drummers. Their drummers are crazy.
Yeah, they keep losing them because they can't keep up.
Yeah, it's like Spinal Tap.
All right, here we go. We're going to... What number are we at? 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4.
I got my number.
4. We're at number 4. Powerwolf.
Powerwolf.
So what happens?
What a great band.
It's kind of, they sound like Sabaton, but there's more wolves involved. However, so you have this German band with this Romanian singer, operatic, technical, wonderful tone, wonderful range. You don't get singers like this anymore, Alan. These are the singers, the diamonds in the rough. This guy could sing for Maiden flawlessly.
Really?
An amazing singer, wonderful band. Their 2 last albums are Blood of Saints and Bible of the Beast. Very enjoyable. Wonderful production, wonderful sound, wonderful singing.
What I love about this show, Jim, you know, I would never hear about Stormhunter or Powerwolf.
Yes.
You know, but by doing shows and investigating it, we discovered 2 great bands.
And we help you discover and you help us discover.
That's all about.
It's a two-way street.
Two-way street, that's true. Now we're getting into the real core
now
again.
We're at number 3.
Number three. It's got to be Accept.
Yes, of course it's got to be.
You know, late 70s, they were more into the kind of glam, kind of poppy sounding, kind of experimental, Lady Lou and stuff like that.
Yes.
But then Breaker hit, followed up with Restless and Wild with that double bass drum at the beginning, as fast as a shark.
Yeah.
Come in North America with Balls to the Wall, and right up to their last 2 releases, Pride of Nations and Blood of Nations, Blood of Nations, and Stalingrad. Here's a band that's always maintained a very, very, very high, consistent level of quality and great musicianship and great songs. One you want to check out for sure. I'd like to say Russian Roulette. I like that album. At the time, they was considered a little bit of a down in their catalog, but definitely either Restless and Wild, which started it off for me, and Balls to the Wall. One you might want to just stay away from is Eat the Heat.
Yeah, don't eat the heat.
Which was David Reese, Udo. Dirk Schneider had gone on to form Udo.
But we don't include this. We don't include this anymore.
Even except
we don't like this album.
You know, Generation Class, I guess.
Wolfie, did you make this album? No, I did not make this album. I was not.
No, they even admit it's not real. They don't even consider it part of the Accept catalog.
No, it's not part of the catalog.
So that's one definitely to stay away from. But everything else, Objection Overruled. All the other albums, very high quality. You can't go wrong with any Accept album as far as I'm concerned.
Number 2. Here's another German band that started in the mid 80s, we'll say. Came out with 2 albums, created a cult following, then disappeared, Alan. They disappeared off the face of the planet.
Which translates into bad management, ran out of money, gave up the music biz, and then we saw we got a chance of coming back.
That's right.
A resurgence. That's what happened.
And now they're back, stronger than ever. And you know what label they're on? Metal Blade Records.
You're expecting a coffee cup or something.
Fire and Damnation is the name of the album, and the band is called Exumer.
Is that a fairly new release?
It's a fairly new release. Again,
Exhumer.
meat and potatoes thrash metal. If you love thrash metal, you're gonna love this album. Amazing production. I love the sound of this album. I just love the sound. I love the vocals, melodic thrash. It's fun music. In your face metal. 2 of the songs are remakes from the early years,
Okay.
but very enjoyable, these remakes. So check out Exumer on Metal Blade Records. I'm pushing now, I'm pushing.
Okay. And I don't think you can talk about German hard rock, German metal, international German bands without mentioning
Who?
what I would consider the Godfather,
The Godfather.
the originator of German
Yes.
metal hard rock.
Who
would
are
be
they, Alan? Who are they?
The Scorpions.
Scorpions.
Rudolf Schenker and Klaus Meine.
Matthias Job.
Yeah. So there, it's all there. Rudolf, Michael Schenker, Lonesome Crow,
Oh, I love
Uli
Lonesome
Roth years, you know, or the more Hendrix kind of psychedelic, and then leading into the Mercury years. And right after Sting and the Tail, their last studio album,
Yes.
which really is a homage back to the 80s.
Yeah.
It's a great album. They're on their last legs of their final, what is deemed as their final Sting. They really, this is it, end of the touring. Great band. Klaus Meine, hey, this guy can sing. You ever notice
He gets better. He gets better.
He must be in his mid-60s at least.
Yeah,
And,
yeah. I wish I could sing
you
like
know,
that.
it's unbelievable. So I think everything's derived from them. They were very influential in Germany. It allowed a lot of the other German bands to go, hey, look,
Yep.
one of our local bands here has gone international and has found great success. Ones you got to definitely go out and get would be Blackout, Love at First Sting, which really
Animal Magnetism.
screamed and exploded here in North
Yeah.
America. And Animal Magnetism was my perfect. And for the early years, just go out and get Tokyo Tapes. It's a live album covering a lot of their early songs. Great musicianship. And one to stay away from would probably be Pure Instinct.
Yes.
That was probably one that you might want to stay away from.
They paved the road for all these German bands that we're talking about.
I would say
now.
so. Because
That's why they're
they're
number
one of the first ones to go international.
Yeah, and sing in English. I mean, they start off in English.
And great, you know, No One Like You, Rock
Yeah.
Like a Hurricane. These are all classic staples from the 80s.
Honorable mentions?
Honorable mentions, I mean, Doro and Warlock, Destruction.
Creator would, if I was on your side, I would have probably put Creator like number 2 and 3.
Yeah.
That's probably one of my favorite bands.
You
Of
know,
the
I have my
classics.
list and I chose. But also, if you want to talk German bands right now, number 1 in the world, I think Rammstein.
Oh, there you go.
Rammstein or
There's another one.
Rammstein?
Yeah, Rammstein.
You know,
here's a
it's
band
huge.
that gets no radio airplay, and they're
Very
just
theatrical.
selling out. You know,
They sell out every time. Every
Sell
time
out.
they come here, they sell out.
arena.
And they're here every 6 months.
Yeah,
It seems like. The Destruction.
yeah. Destruction, Sodom,
Bonfire, Brain
Bonfire,
Fever.
Brain
Go check
Fever.
out Brain Fever. Try to find that one.
Gamma Ray.
Gamma Ray, there's a great one.
Yeah,
There's tons.
There's tons.
It's unbelievable.
So our top 10 list is a very loose top 10 list. So don't go freaking out here. Don't get all insulted. It's just a loose top 10 list that I and Alan enjoy, just a little bit more than maybe the rest of them. That's all.
SOD.
So
Yeah. That's another one.
thank you for watching another edition of The Metal Voice. Danke. Danke.
Auf Wiedersehen.
Danke, Deutschland.